I'd like to just ask the ladies, if each of you were looking for a quality man, where would you expect to find one?
Where?
I would. That's why I want to find a job and look for a man in this circle, like in my career, what I'm pursuing. So, because I'm gonna be on a certain level and he's gonna be on a certain level, and then we are gonna be both more compatible. No. So yeah, we're gonna match each other much more if we are gonna be in the same work field. Which is tech.
I agree with her.
So you just kind of leave it up to fate, or you kind of like manifest it into your life, or do you actually like want to go seek it out?
Definitely not seek it out. More of just like fate, like whatever, however it happens.
You know, I like to ask women, why is it when it comes to their education or their career, being assertive and going after what you want is a good quality? Why not also in dating?
To be honest, I don't know. I feel like with women, like I feel like me saying what I want or me saying what I'm like doing, I don't know. I feel like that's a big problem.
Do you feel
for
like
certain people.
that's a masculine quality? Like it's just something that's what I'm assuming you would say about that.
From what my understanding with relationships, that if one person is going to be the dominant person, and if you are an aggressor in a relationship, then you're taking that dominant role away from your male partner, and then your male partner is not going to be giving you the masculine energy that you're desiring out of a relationship. If I'm constantly pursuing men, I'm going to end up with a beta man.
Well, I will say that despite me being very submissive, when I know that I like someone, I do make it evident to them, and I actually prefer to make the move rather than on me.
That's actually surprising because you seem very submissive.
I am very submissive. However, I am also peculiar in what I want, and the certain energy that I want a man to give me, I need to pick that out. So that's why I guess maybe I'm just picky. I don't know.
What is the certain thing that you want?
A certain dominant energy that a lot of men seem to lack nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just saying that, like, in my past, the man that one of my exes who I did approach, that was the best dominant submissive relationship I had, honestly.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But also to answer your question, I think women should be told that. I don't really believe in wasting too much time. I think the worry, at least for me, would be, even like when I was, before I had my boyfriend, if you just sit around and wait for a guy to approach you, how do you know it's going to be a good guy that comes along? How are you going to know it's going to be the right type of for you guy that is going to come along? How do you know it's not going to be a beta that just like got a little bit more holes in the moment and approached you? So I think...
Chad donated $100. 37-year-old combat veteran, Iraq, AFG. I've never known that men had such hardships to get women. I've always been able to drop the hottest women if for any reason, drama to my life. I don't have an Insta, but rate me on FB Chad Ivy, pick his tattooed guy Holdy.
Thank you for your service.
I just wanted to follow up on that also. If women are the ones who determine that men should lead relationships, wouldn't that mean that women are really the ones in charge?
In Russia we say men is the head and women at the neck.
Correct. So
wherever the neck turns, the head looks.
How can men lead if it's by women's terms? If everyone wants men to lead, is it any wonder why most leadership positions are held by men?
There's a lot in there. Which part would you like?
The first part. Basically, how can men lead if it's by women's terms?
I don't think it's by women's terms. I think there should be like a give and take, right? Like for example, the submission, right? Mm-hmm. I personally believe that both partners should be submitting both to each other, to their relationship, to growing and getting better together. So no, I don't think that it should be.
And did you want to answer that last part? Just basically, if everyone thinks that men should, lead relationships, is it any wonder why men also tend to be in a lot of leadership positions just in society? Do you think there's a correlation there?
For sure, there's a correlation. There's a lot of, I feel like arguments that we don't have time to go into, like
Okay.
biological, like why women might choose to not take certain leadership positions, you know, or why men would, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, absolutely, it correlates. But I also, as I said, I do think women should step up, especially when it comes to choosing the men that they want.
Fair.